let me show you how to make a delicious, easy to make vegetable soup today. And it's nutritious and it's probably things that you have in your fridge or pantry. And it doesn't take that long to make and it's simply delicious. So for this recipe, you're going to need 3 to 4 average size carrots. And all you're going to do is cut them down the middle and then cut them down the center of that one again. And what you want to do is cut them into small bite-sized pieces, and it'll be quicker to cook and it'll fit on the person's spoon eating this. Next, we're going to incorporate 4 large garlic cloves, and we'll just get it started by giving them a nice little pounding, and then we're going to slice these up and then mince them further. Now, how small you want these is totally up to you, whatever your preference. Next, we're going to have 2 medium-sized purple onions, but if all you have are the yellow variety, that also works. So all we're going to do is slice them up like this, and then make them into smaller pieces. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this is the size that you're going for. So as you're cutting up your veggies, just put them in your cooking pot, and you're going to need a fairly large size pot for this to not boil over. Get them all mixed up, and now let's move on to the next ingredient. The next ingredient, you're going to need 2 to 3 stalks of celery, but because mine are kind of thin and very scrawny, I'm using more, and I'm going to be using the green part of it as well. So let's just, I don't like the looks of the end of that, so we'll toss that in the sink. And again, you just want to cut it up into small bite-sized pieces, just like this. And then we'll toss that into the pot, and I'll continue cutting this. The next ingredient, you're going to need 3 to 4 average-sized potatoes. These are russet, but you could also use red potatoes or yellow, whatever you have in your pantry. So this too, you want to slice up very small cubes, bite-sized pieces, and not huge chunks. So let me just show you 1/2 of this guy here, and this is kind of like what you're shooting for. And then we're going to put this into a separate bowl instead of the cooking pot, because that'll go in after. So let me continue doing this, and we'll be right back. Next, I'm going to chop up about half of this 1/4 head of flathead cabbage, but if all you have is green cabbage, then by all means go ahead and use that. And the cabbage is going to give it such a beautiful flavor. And in addition to this cabbage, I have some purple cabbage as well. So just want to roughly chop this up into manageable bite-sized pieces. And then we'll get the purple cabbage. So using purple cabbage is totally optional, but I had this sitting in my fridge, and instead of letting it rot away and I'll throw it out, I'm going to put in about a cup and a half worth of purple cabbage, and it's going to give it another dimension of flavor, and the beautiful color. It's just going to pop. And I mean, talk about a healthy, nutritious soup, like, wow. So that's about all you want. I don't like the stringy part here. I'll throw that out, and just break that up, and we're going to toss that into our bowl as well. Okay, in our large pot, we're going to add in about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and we're just going to cook that on a medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. And look at the color of that soup so far. So let me cook this down and we'll be back in a bit. Next to this beautiful healthy soup, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And mine comes in a tube, which I've said in other videos is really handy to have. And we're going to put in 2 of those. And it's going to add a really beautiful flavor to this soup. And we'll give it just a light stir. And now let's add the aromatics, the spices. So first we have 3/4 of a teaspoon of dill seeds, and these dill seeds actually grew on my balcony this past summer. So just add them all in, and it's going to add a really unique flavor. And I have a 1/4 teaspoon of savory, and this is what I'm using in this soup. So just a 1/4 teaspoon. If you like savory, you can add more, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper and sea salt, so a 1/2 of each, and 2 bay leaves. And because I like it a little bit spicy, I'm going to add a whole chili pepper. And this part is optional. If you don't like chili peppers, just don't add it. So we're going to just let this cook like this just for a bit, and we'll be right back. The next ingredient is 28 fluid ounces or 796 ml of diced tomatoes. And if you don't have a large can like this, half this size would be more than enough. So we're just going to mix all that up and go on to the next step. The next ingredient is 900 ml of vegetable broth, and that's going to give it a very nice flavor. And because it's not chicken broth or beef broth, this would be considered a vegan recipe. So if you're vegan, this is the soup for you. So I'm just going to give this a nice little stir, and now we're going to add in our cabbage and potatoes. And this looks like a lot, but trust me, it is really going to sweat down probably half the size of this. So there we go. So let's just get this a nice stir. And we're going to cover this and partially cover this, and then we're going to let it continue cooking for about 10 to 20 minutes. So let's leave it at that, and we'll check it later on. My soup is ready, and it's been cooking actually for 40 minutes on a medium low. And at this point, what you want to do is remove the 2 bay leaves and my hot chili pepper. And the vegetables are really nicely cooked. They're not crunchy, and they're easy to chew on, and it is ready to put in a bowl and to enjoy. So my vegetable soup is ready for me to enjoy, and it looks hearty and delicious. The carrots and potatoes are tender, not crispy. Al dente is perfect. So it's worth mentioning that this soup will stay fresh in your fridge for up to 3 days, and it freezes really well. Put it into little plastic containers, pop it in your freezer, and it's a meal for your, for the future. So let me get into it. The carrots, not crunchy at all, nice and cooked perfectly. Really good. The broth is like super fantastic. It's not super spicy. So as I said, if you want to add chili flakes or a chili pepper, it is strictly optional. But even without that, it would be fantastic. So give it a try today, my friends, and I guarantee you will love it. Makes a great lunch or a starter with your dinner, and Your friends and family will be coming back for seconds, so make lots. And hope you enjoyed this one. I know I did. Give me a thumbs up, would be appreciated. Until the next one, please take care. Bye now.